Hi everyone, welcome back to the Controversial Podcast. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the controversial businessman Vusimuzi Matlala. Vusimuzi Matlala appeared at the ad hoc committee that is currently taking place at Kgoshi Mampuri because Vusimuzi Matlala is in jail because of that case. You know, that case that he tried to delete his former girlfriend, Deboho Tsobejane, but that attempt failed. But we're not going to talk about that child. In today's episode, we are talking about him and the relationship that he has with Becky Cele.
Told him, you met him, told him Mokhodzi told you that Mkhunu wants to be a president and therefore they need you to finance the campaign of Mkhunu. And they told you not to work with Cele and make sure you close Cele out and Zuma out. Don't tell them these issues. And from there, you need to keep on giving him information, because when we asked him, why do you keep Matlala close to you? He said, no, I kept him close because he was bringing information from Mkhunu to my side. So I can't let him go because he's giving me information. He said that under oath. And now you are saying he's the one who came with the information, the opposite of what he told us. So effectively, I'm asking you, Mr. Matlala, did former Minister Cele lie under oath about those issues in relation to your name?
Yes, he lied under oath.
Thank you.
If he was asking, he was sucking information, why would he even ask me to ask my protectors to take him and his wife to a wedding somewhere in Lanseria? So that there was no way from me sending my protectors to drive him to a wedding. There was no way he will get information from those guys. He don't know them. If he wanted information, he was supposed to all the time make sure that I'm with him so that he can suck information from me. But it was for his own benefit. I even gave him even money. If you are here to suck information, that money, declare it somewhere that, okay, this guy gave me this money. And then, but since we know that for him, we want information, I had to ask money from him. I don't think he even declared that money. I gave him money twice.
Yeah. How much did you give him, the first one and the second one?
I gave him 300,000, and then on the second occasion, I gave him 200,000.
Okay.
Apparently, Becky Cele lied. But this is according to Vusimuzi. He lied under oath and he received money. So now the KZN Provincial Commissioner, Lieutenant General Nhlanhla has been vindicated. And I wonder what that member of parliament from the PA is going to say now, because he's been discrediting General Mkhwanazi. You know, he said General Mkhwanazi lied under oath and said Becky Cele received money. And he retracted that statement. I remember when Becky Cele was testifying, he said he made a mistake. In terms of the account numbers, I remember it was Capitec Bank. Now, clearly, Becky Cele received money. He lied under oath. But this is according to this guy, Vusimuzi Matlala. He said he gave him 500,000 rand. Hey, that's a lot of money. So Inono lied to us. Yes, he admits that he met Vusimuzi Matlala at his penthouse and they firstly met in Durban. And indeed, he said he was accompanied by that guy, Bongani Mpongose. Is it Bongani Mpongose? I think so. So the cat told the Parliament's ad hoc committee that he paid Police Minister Becky Cele 500,000 rand and then stopped taking his calls after realizing he won't stop asking for money. So now he was behaving like that agent, Bran Mokhodzi. He was becoming a slave queen. He was busy asking money to this guy. This might be true, guys, because remember, there was a journalist who said Becky Cele called Vusimuzi Matlala like 10 times, I can't remember, 20 times. And Cele also confirmed at the ad hoc committee. He said he was just trying to reach the guy. But now Vusimuzi Matlala is telling us that he was avoiding him because he kept on asking money over and over. And I remember I made a video about Becky Cele. I said, yeah, He was being honest, but still I don't trust him because every time when they're talking about drugs, Cele's name will always be mentioned. So I did not trust him 100%, but like he at least was being honest. He said he met this guy, but he never said he received money. So Advocate Arense said, so according to you, Bekele lied, and he said, yes, he lied under oath. If he was asking for information from me, why would he even ask me to tell my protectors to take him and his wife to a wedding somewhere in Mulderstrift, Krugersdorp? There was no way from me sending my protectors to drive him to this wedding that he would get information from those guys. He doesn't even know them. He further stated that if he wanted information, he was supposed to make sure at the time that I was with him so he could get it directly from me. But it was for his own benefit. I even gave him money and stated that he gave Cele 300,000 rand and then 200,000 rand. He said he gave Cele cash at his penthouse in Pretoria, and the second time was at Beverly Hills Hotel in KwaZulu-Natal. And if he says he was only there to get information, did he declare anywhere that I gave him that money? So it's getting late. Bekele is being exposed right now. The cat said he gave Cele cash because he had told him that he had assisted him, but that Matlala was not showing his appreciation. So Inono didn't like that he wasn't showing appreciation. Matlala also spoke about the suspended minister, the SAPS suspended minister Senzo Mchunu, and said he had never met him. However, he confirmed that he met Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Okay, now he said he didn't meet Senzo Mchunu. That was also confirmed by Brown Mokhotsi at the Matlanga Commission because he was just playing this guy. But I'm not so sure about this thing of Mokhotsi saying that General Mkhwanazi received a bribe. You know, that one I don't believe that the general can take the money from Matlala. Not so sure about that. I don't believe it. If he says so that he gave Mkhwanazi the money, he must actually prove that because General Mkhwanazi is the one who exposed all these shenanigans in the SAPS. He also included the prosecutors, the judges. So how come he would be so careless and take the money from the cat? It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. What do you think about these allegations? And I don't think Vusimuzi Cat Matlala is actually spilling the beans. I feel like he's protecting the suspended Deputy Commissioner, Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibiya, because at the Matlanga Commission, we had the investigating officer that was testifying before the Matlanga Commission. That investigator produced a recording, and Matlala himself spoke about how he met Sibiya. They met at Msibi's farm, and at that time he was providing security protection services to that taxi boss who passed away. And after that taxi boss passed away, he stated in that recording that Shadrack Sibiya said, now that Msibi is gone, he was taking care of me, you are the one who's going to take care of me. And I'll make your cases go away. Whenever I'm in trouble with the law, I'll just make those cases go away. So now all of a sudden, he met Sibiya on 3 occasions. I don't believe that. He even said Sibiya is a bully. He gave him a lot of money. There was a time he gave him 2 million rand. There was a time he gave him 200,000 rand. All of that. So was he lying to the investigating officers, or is he lying now? And there's no way this guy bribed General Mkhwanazi because PKCT, that is headed by the Provincial Commissioner of KwaZulu-Natal, General Mkhwanazi, is the one who arrested Vusimuzi Cat Matlala. So somehow he's not telling the truth. It's either he's lying there at that ad hoc committee. Something is just off. He's protecting the cartels. I remember the SIU report where they released a report and said Vusimuzi Cat Matlala was also involved in that Tembisa hospital. I'm talking about that scandal, that Tembisa hospital scandal where they chowed more than 2 billion through tenders. And they said Vusimuzi Cat Matlala is just a small fish, according to the evidence that was presented. And the big fish is Hanganu Maumela, the nephew of the current president, President Cyril Ramaphosa. Something is just not adding up. And I'm glad that Mkhwanazi is now vindicated. Indeed, Bekele received money from this guy. I'm talking about Vusimuzi Madlala. Even though he retracted his statement, but Bekicele received cash from this guy and it was about 500k. So yeah, what do you think about these allegations? Please like, comment, share. Please let's be respectful on the comment section. It's okay if you disagree with me, and if you agree with me, leave a comment, like, share this video, and subscribe. Bye. See you on the next episode.